Good morning. We are 75 miles from the nearest pavement, and this was the view I had to wake up to. It was absolutely painful or something. Yep, looking out the back window there, look up that way, and it's just beautiful. I love the scenery up here. Rainy though. It was pouring rain all night. Woke me up at, well, I fell asleep. It was just starting to sprinkle. And then it woke me up at 5 a.m. this morning and it was pouring rain. So I had a neighbor last night. They pulled out really early this morning, like 5:30ish. So they must have been on a mission. Anyhow, this is my scenery. Figured I'd show you before I break camp here and slowly mosey my way somewhere else. So yeah, van's not doing too bad. I got a little squeaky squeak up here in the front still. Didn't squeak at all for the entire last week. So I didn't change the CV. Now I'm kind of wishing I had, because now it's squeaking again. So I'm guessing my CV is on another short way. I'm gonna check the oil, check all my fluids, which they should all be good, and then we're gonna get to cruising. So welcome back. Alright, been cruising now for, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. Not really blowing down the road here at any major speeds. I'm just kind of taking in the sights and trying to avoid these big ass potholes. Well, we are officially at the McLaren River crossing. We're roughly 40 miles from Paxton at this point. As you can see, there's lots of nice, cool stuff here. I haven't been blowing down the road here, just kind of cruising along, enjoying the view, and it's been a long time since I've been out here and just took a cruise, so I'm enjoying this. It's nice to get out and about again. When you're working full time, and I mean working full time, I was working every day. You don't get to go do stuff like this, so this has been a really nice break and just kind of relaxing and soul resetting, probably. I don't know. I'm thoroughly enjoying being out though. Hope to do this a lot more. But yeah, we're about 40 miles from Paxton at this point, and there's a few trees here and there. Quite a few more campers on this side than there were on the other side. The ceiling's pretty low to the deck, so what we see is what we see, unfortunately. The hasn't really poured lately, but it's definitely misty. And I have not seen but one moose on this whole trip, which is kind of disappointing. Every time I drive this road, I don't hardly ever see any critters. But I know lots of people come out here to hunt them, so I know they're here. Probably just not along the roads like I am. Anyhow, I'll film when I get to something unique or something a little different. So we are just about up into the cloud line here. We've been climbing a pretty good hill here, but I figured I would stop right before we lose this view. That is the McLaren River Valley. The sun's trying to kiss it. I'm up in the rain, so I'm definitely not getting kissed here. But let me get you up a little bit. As you can see, you know, it's a little damp up here, but still beautiful. Yeah, catch you up on what's going on with Vanagon. I was a little bit low on oil, not much. Just I took about a third of a quart, which is pretty normal considering it does have a leak when it's cold. So, and I put 400 miles on yesterday. The front CV, back to being quiet, hasn't made a noise, so I will definitely be changing that regardless. I did have one brand new sitting at the house. I just haven't put it in yet because the weather was garbage when I left. or before I left, so I opted to wait until I got back. So fingers crossed it makes it home, which I'm sure it will. Those things will go out quietly for a long time, so not too really worried about it. I'm still trying to figure out where all these motorhomes that I keep passing keep coming by, and they're just mud. So I don't know if there must be some road construction on the side coming up. Anyhow, I'm gonna get back on the road here. I'm getting wet. And here's the same spot. Just I climbed up the hill here just so I could see over the Vanagon. Beautiful valley. Yep, and this is what it looks like up in the cloud layer. Not a whole lot to see. It's actually it's clearing up a little bit. Boy, back down the road about a mile, it was pretty hard to even see the edges of the road. But hey, right on. I'll take this clear spot. Must have just been hanging right on the edge of the mountain, but yeah, we just passed Tangle Lakes area. This is an archaeological area. But anyhow, I was gonna show you how socked in it was, but apparently I just drove right out of it. So if it gets socked in again, maybe we'll film again. Beautiful scenery though. So about 30 miles from Paxton now. We're still up pretty high here, so figured I'd film a little bit of that. I know it's probably not the easiest to see through the windshield, but it's raining out there. And I'm just motoring along. Looks like I'm headed to where the sun is though, so I'm kind of happy about that. Hopefully it sticks around a little bit. Still haven't seen many critters. I did see some ptarmigan, which are like grouse. Just kicked up a flock of them here about 2 miles ago. So I'm starting to see some critters, but nothing big yet. Just one moose, and that was way, way, way out there. I don't even know if it showed up on my film yet. So, but hey, Alaska's a big place. While everybody sees all the pictures of all the wildlife, you can go miles and miles and miles and miles. I'm proving it right now that even as big as Alaska is, there's still a long ways between critters sometimes. And the road is kind of mixed here, so I'm dodging potholes. Tangle Lakes recreation area, which is, or the campground, which is right back there. I put a little bit of this on film. We're about 20 miles from Paxton at this point. This is the Tangle River area. Scenery, like everywhere, it changes all the time up here, so you just kind of enjoy what you get when you get it. Road's a lot nicer though, back on pavement. I forgot this side was paved. Hopefully that shows up. Just starting to get a little color in the tundra there. Unfortunately, I'm about probably a week, maybe 2 weeks early, probably closer to a week. And this will be all yellow and red and some cool browns in there. Just a pinch early. I was hoping for the really beautiful colors, but I don't mind the green either. The green's really nice. I've been out here when it's completely white and all you see is snow for as far as you can see, which is also beautiful. But as you can see, there's no drips under the Vanagon. As soon as it warms up, it quits dripping, and it only drips for maybe 2 or 3 minutes at the most. It's just enough to irritate you. Stopped up on top of a hill. Figured I'd get some aerial from here. Got a little bit of color starting to show out here. Got the mountain ranges way in the back that are all snow-capped now. Bunch of glaciers over on this ridge. Hopefully it all shows in the camera. But yeah, figured I'd stop by here and get a quick picture and some video. Okay, here we are, just a mile or so down the road from where I just was. This was a lot better filming location, so here we get some video of the mountains. You can see the glacier coming down through the mountain there. Alaska is so vast. I'm 400 miles from home right now, and the scenery is so much different. But the Volkswagen's in it, so that's all that matters.